Hey guys, sorry about that. How's it going, guys? Hope everybody's well tonight. Sorry about the little bit of a delay. We all got in here. Mystery Snail Guardians, Hippie John, Christopher, COC, Adkins, Moose Gal, Matt. How's it going, guys? Yeah, had to get my mind together. Oh, in the Oscars. Hey, hey. Anyways, we're gonna step away from the route we were heading a little bit tonight. We're gonna talk a little bit about par meters and how they can help in your reef aquarium, particularly with anemones and other animal life, plant life. Well, apparently, I lost the damn file again. I gotta figure out a better way to save my shit. I can't ever find it. All right. Um, Now, the basic of a par meter is to measure the light that is in your aquarium, just to kind of give you an idea of where you're at, whether you need to add more lighting, whether you need to change the settings, or get a whole ass different light. Um, Especially with reef aquariums and working with anemones, not having the right light or the right amount of light can really hold you back in a lot of ways. A par meter helps you to ensure your reef tank is covered with the right amount of light for corals to grow and thrive. With that, different corals have different lighting needs that use par meter only the way to ensure to give your reef lighting that needs. Um, so, and to better hone those particular parameters in for specific species, even can even help with breeding and multiplying. Um, just that extra photogenic power, or oh god, photosynthetic power, or however you want to pronounce it, really pushes things along there. Yeah, it comes along algae, the more light you add, but uh, it'll go away. You're always gonna have algae. But par meter particularly, yeah, it's expensive, and they're becoming more available. Like places like Bulk Reef Supply, you can rent them and send them back, get your money back, which is nice. There are sometimes, yeah, I've seen them as low as $350. Don't know the quality of that par meter particularly, but um, I do know you can find them as cheap as that. And yeah, I have multiple par meters, Adkins. I had one break, which was on warranty, and I couldn't get one in time, so I had to go out and buy another one, and then ship that one in to get fixed, and I got that one back. So, um, it's hard to describe or show exactly how to use or get the par meter to work without having any content to show you guys. But basically, it comes on a long stick. There's a little node at the end of this stick. You have a little handheld device connected to a wire on the very end. You take the stick and you just kind of move it around the tank, all over, up, down, everywhere. You just measure the light readings from the handheld device, and you write it down on a little diagram. Well, at least that's what I do. Um, top left back, or top left back corner, top left or right back corner, front, middle, all around. It gives you a really good idea of where your light's hitting and where it's not as well. A lot of the light fixtures people use are real thin bars, or they're kind of like that. So the lighting, when it comes down, is in a cone. Light itself is coming down in a cone, or at an angle like that. So places that are going to have the least amount of light are usually the top corners of the tank around the sides, uh, and you're able to measure that um, with a par meter. Yeah, it's a handheld sensor probe. Yep, light meter, par meter. Send you one. Um, Sorry, I'm having a hard time describing. I'm terrible at doing shit like this without writing it all down first. And then when I do that, I sound like a fucking book, which I'm trying not to do at the same time. Um, there's 1.5 million videos on YouTube of how or what a par meter is and how to use one and how it's beneficial to know what your lights are putting out and where they're putting it out at. Like I said, particularly with certain species that require it. Hey, it works. Hey, the salty surprise is short and sweet too, so talk about it or whatever the topic is for 25, 30 minutes or so. Go on with it. But anyways, yeah, it is important for SPS. When you get to the more high dollar species, particularly, some of them can require really, really particular God, what is the word for it? Losing myself tonight. Frequency of light is what I'm going to call it because I can't figure it the fuck out and it won't come out of my head. But yeah, it doesn't just measure the intensity of light. Some of the more advanced ones can measure the different types of light, infrared, even. So that's pretty cool. Because all those are going to affect the growth of your coral, not just the light that you see and that you put on that tank. So, and the lights that you do use for that stuff isn't always going to put off just the light that you see either. There's a lot of other stuff going on in those really advanced lights that you're seeing high end corals and stuff like that. God, I feel like I sound like a fool tonight. Is it just me? Please tell me if I am laughing at me. Meter to measure UV for tortoises, yeah. What is the lowest temperature you would keep your water pets outside in a pond? I want to put it this way around here. A lot of people keep ponds with koi and goldfish and stuff like that. It gets -15, -20 degrees a lot of winters around here, like just this past year, and they do just fine. It really just depends on how deep the pond is and how well it's established, what it's got going for filtration. Obviously, a bigger in-ground pond is gonna do a bit better. Freaky fish lady. Sweet. Glad I could help. I missed a few people coming in here, so I think I said something about Dee Dee. I don't know. I see Brooklyn Bell in here too. Make sure I get everybody. um, it's not often anymore that I use a par meter, only for really questionable species. That I'm just not too sure about, or if just aren't doing well and I can't figure it out through whether it be changing their diet or um, just the tank parameters themselves. It's kind of when I use something like that in my business. So most of the time they just kind of sit there, which is nice. I enjoy not getting too advanced with it. I like to keep things as simple as I can. Makes it easier when my customers like it that way as well. I got a few that have some pretty advanced systems that they know more about than even I do. So be a bit of a headache sometimes. It's nice to learn from people like that or customers like that, especially some of these older folks that have been doing saltwater for 30, 40, 50 years and have kind of evolved with the hobby to what it is today. Saltwater back then is ass backwards to what it is now. Ass backwards. But yeah, um, with all the talk about the par meter, um, comes back around and just shows you a little bit more how important your lighting for keeping saltwater species alive is. It's even a lot beneficial for fish, certain species of fish too, having the right light or right amount of light, having the right amount of dark places and stuff like that. I mean, you don't really need a par meter for shit like that, but I mean, if you want to get real particular, you can. Yeah, never skimp on your light with salt water. My best advice. Even if everything else costs $100 and you put everything else towards the light, fucking run with it. Any big plans coming up? Not really, Christopher. Um, besides just kind of moving and shifting shit around here in the fish room here at home. Getting ready to put up a 8-foot rack over this way, then move my desk and everything else. So that'll be nice. I'll be slow going though. I'm taking my time with it. I'm not in any rush. Biggest thing I got planned for right now, besides keeping everything fucking running. No worries, man. No worries. Here, after a while, we'll retouch more about par meters and stuff like that. Maybe I can get somebody up here that can explain it a little more in depth than I'm able to. I just know how to use it and why it's beneficial. So, need to find a 24/7 light for a 10-gallon, 3-gallon, and a 6-gallon, all rimless that won't sit flush with the top. Hmm. Higer's got some real nice clip-on lights. They're dimmable and adjustable. Different light settings, all sorts of stuff. Even set a timer on it. They're like $20 a piece. They're about yay long. But yeah, they're clip on. Those would work well. I've used them. Use them. Got one right there. Ricky Doyos. Hey man. They're nice lights. They're real nice lights. Here, let me share the screen with you guys so you can see which one exactly I'm talking about, or the one I use. It's a full spectrum light. This one here. I guess it's $30, but yeah. It has a little track. It slides on here, and then also on the other side over here, on this side, this little clip piece right here that clips onto your tank will sit, so you can put that clip back there. So it sits all nice and pretty. I use these for a lot of different tanks, though. Rimless included. $15 people in here. Hell yeah. Thanks for everybody coming and listening to me blabber for a few minutes, I guess. I don't know how much sense I made, but I did my best. Snoochie. How are you, man? Hope you're well today. Driving and lurking. Right on. No problem. Yeah, hippie, were you? Because they're all over the place right now. I don't know a place that doesn't have them right now. At least around me. Just not ready to go salty. Hey. I started off with just some live rock, a couple sponge filters, and a regular ass fish tank light. And then that tank itself evolved into a sump and a refugium and a protein skimmer and that same tank. So you can start off super simple and make that tank into something badass over time and learn as you go. That's the way I like doing it. Takes time, but it's the way to do it. Heck yeah, happy. Here you go. Guess I don't really have a whole lot planned for us tonight. Probably just gonna be hanging out and chit chatting the rest of the time here for about another half hour, 35 minutes. About all I can take tonight, guys. Hmm. Yeah, I recently got some little pea puffers too. I did, I did. Yeah, just a lot on my mind today, Didi. Shit's pretty stressful. Really stressful. Just kind of roll with the punches, you know what I mean? Best I can do. Yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm hanging in there. Just in my own head, I guess. Happy birthday. I didn't know it was your birthday. Heck yeah. No, yeah. I don't really have any particular reason. It's just for some reason everything's weighing on me good today more than lately. More so than anything, I'm just burnt out and don't want to get stuck with my business, get stagnant, if that makes any sense. I can't take on any more clients. I can't really do anything more than what I'm already doing now without really, really, really burning myself out or just fucking myself. Heck yeah, depends what you have. I had meatloaf. Feel it. The real shit day to day, some days. Feel like, yeah, ain't that the truth? Well, hey, no problem. You go get you some rest, chick. You deserve it. Let your ass for us. Every one of us. Directly or indirectly. mm, that sounds amazing. Yeah, that's where I was at, Didi. It was a good few months. I love meatloaf. No layers, tired. Yeah, I was yesterday. Got home from work, ended up falling asleep with my daughter, getting her to bed. Woke up for like 20 minutes and let the doggies out, got them situated, went right back to bed. And just so everyone is aware, the next stream is Thursday afternoon. I think we got it at 2 p.m. Our afternoon streams we're working on. See where we go with them. It turned out really well last time. So that continues. I'm going to get rid of one of the late night ones. Tuesday and Sunday both are after 11 o'clock at night. Just a bit much for me personally. I'd rather just go take a couple hour break from work and hop on with you guys. There's all sorts of stuff that'll eat Aptasia, man. All sorts of stuff. Filefish, fucking nudibranchs. Which I think we went over once or looked around a bit at. I didn't even see that until now. That's nuts. I wasn't able to go out this year. Too busy with work, unfortunately. Oh, yeah. It's a little, yeah. Definitely need a bigger tank for them. Been seeing ones around 2, 3 inches over here, but that's about it. It's even like my wholesaler had it listed when he shipped it to me, Aptasia eating. Wrote it right on the box in the bag. Yeah, I was getting it for a friend. Right. My first year back out, they weren't allowed me in the woods since my knee surgery. Yeah. Understandable. I just I just don't have any employees to allow me to take the time off to be able to get out and do stuff like that, unfortunately. Yeah, I have a lot of friends and stuff that have given me a lot of meat and stuff, and I'm able to do some fishing early in the morning, which is nice. The river is like, or the lake, if I want to go out to the lake, or if I'm at the shop, is 5 minute down the road. And then here at home, another 5, 6 minute down the road, and I'm right at the river. So, trying to get peppermint shrimp, but no luck so far. Yeah. Can't remember where you're at exactly, but I know they're all. You can find them online. Like you said, I have no idea what the weather's like over near you. We got a couple of them. Good night, Brooklyn Bell. You have a good night, chick. I'll probably see you around tomorrow. I know there's a lot of good streams going on tomorrow as well. Hmm. So, do any of you guys have plans to maybe start a simple saltwater setup here soon? Whether it be like Atkins got just a little 10-gallon or anything like that. Super easy. Yeah, send her a little like 2-inch ghost knife. Watch it grow. It's just raining here by Boris Folk here. Blue skies, lunchtime. Yeah. Hey man, if I was you, I'd look around online for some. You can usually find some pretty good deals on them. Usually. No, what you do is send her a little itty bitty bitty baby tarpon. Little itty bitty baby tarpon. Yeah. Sounds great. Everybody loves a tarpon. Honestly, most people would shit their pants, but from as long as I've been around Monster Fish Gal, fuck, since about 4 years ago on Father Fish's channel, I don't think it would surprise her too much. RODI system, but I don't know how or the best way. Well, there's a bunch of videos all over YouTube, and there's quite a few people that would be willing to help, like myself. It's pretty simple and pretty much just mount it to a wall or a surface, and you hook up water connections and you put the wastewater line in your sink or wherever you want it to go, and you turn on your water and it just runs. Fill up your container, shut it off, and that's it. It's simple as that. Swap out the filters every now and then. And even if you just plan on doing something small, like even up to a 55, you can, most of your local fish stores will carry RODI water or sell some to you, which is sometimes a lot cheaper, more feasible than just going out and buying a whole new RODI, unless you already have one. Then in that case, I mean, yeah, running lines ain't too hard. Just making sure you connect them to the right place. Most of them are pretty self-explanatory. Another monster could always have room. You say that. No, you're gonna get people sending you fucking tarpon. I do think it would be extremely badass to have a pond big enough to have a couple of full-grown tarpon. Hmm. Hey, Ian, I just found some peppermint shrimp here for their cheapest is 450, and it looks like their extra larges are 650 a piece. Or you can get like a 24 pack for $96. And they have them in stock right now on sale. I think I'll get a couple of sturgeon. There you go. That'd be cool. Hey, eat the hell out of that Aptasia. Um, Reeftopia. Yeah, reeftopia.com. I've never used them. I just typed in peppermint shrimp for sale into Google, and it's one of the first places that popped up. So, but from what I'm reading, they have a lot of experience and quite a selection here. Place that I know of that's good. A lot of people have issues with them. I've never had an issue with them. But AZ Gardens or Arizona Aquatic Gardens, azgardens.com. See what they got real quick. Show popped up a peppermint pleco. It's not quite what we're looking for. Hmm. They have some really badass species of shrimp, but not quite what we're looking for. Yeah, they don't have any. Hmm. I think public sites that you'd be able to use. Hmm. Fucking Petco. All right, here's one that I used to use. I haven't in a long time just because I haven't needed to. I'll just send the link. It's a lot to type. This will take you right to their pepper shrimp or peppermint shrimp, and they're cheap. Well, I think so. Yeah, they're fairly cheap. Kind of. They're about $8 a piece. Yeah, it is. It is. I've watched all of that stuff. All right, Snoochie Boochie, have a good night, man. I'll see you around. Yeah, it's a great source of information. It really is. I don't give a shit what anybody says. They're smart fellas. A second here. Okay. Be another place here. Give me a second. Yeah. The other one I have for you is this place, Aquarium Creations. It's the place that I ordered my octopus from. My Prairies Caribbean octopus. I don't know, man. I don't know. Saltwater shrimp and stuff are cool. It's hard to keep them like you do regular neocaridina or anything like that. Harder, I should say. About another 10 minutes here, they're going to be hopping off. Appreciate everybody coming in for the salty surprise. You never know, it's going to be a shit show or you might learn something. Who knows? You never know. Could be both. Rack will be all Caradina varieties. Hippie John already knows what the first cross project is. Nice. Heck yeah, man. That's awesome. Yeah, I got some gold line and yellow fires that I've been working on. I have. Nothing too crazy. I don't focus too much on breeding at all. Not at the moment. It's funny. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Shut her down now or pull her out for the last 10 minutes here? It's up to you guys. Hoping to get metallic purple from crossing BKK to Royal Blue Tigers. Very limited info. Yeah. That'd be pretty dang cool. Welcome back, COC. All goes well with that, because yeah, that'd be pretty dang cool. It would be pretty darn cool. All right, all right. We'll keep. Hmm. So I'm thinking about starting that 75 as a saltwater tank and the lights and everything set up, but not setting up the 55 underneath of it as a sump for the moment. Kind of like a fish only thing for a bit, uh, until it gets nice and well and established. Then I'll throw a sump on there and work on there. I'm having a hard time getting my shipment of tanks in that I've ordered. So I'm kind of down a tank, and I'm being a bastard and refuse to go to Petco or anything like that to buy one. So I'm trying not to spend fucking $500 on a sump. What lights am I going to use? Well, I got those Viper Specters that I got shipped to me. 3 of them. Probably going to use one of them. I got 3 of the longer ones. Start with one. If that don't work out, and throw on another one. And if that don't work out, then I guess it's time to fucking throw on some tuna cans. Because fuck, Viper Specters are nice. Damn, that's pretty nuts. Hmm. But yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do. They were kind enough to send them to me, so why not fucking use them? See how they work. See how they really work. I, it's hard for I've grown so attached to like 40s and 60s and 75s and stuff. It's hard to go back from that. I love 75s. 75s and the 60 breeders, as they're calling them now. Oceanic made them for the longest time. Everybody's freaking out. Fucking whoever the hell's making them. 55s are okay. They're not my first option. I like 29s. And the 15 longs are nice too. Just a 20 long. It's pretty much the same dimensions as a 20 long, just a little shorter. Long or yeah, a little bit shorter. Yeah. Yep. I have a bunch of people that come in and help me move tanks. I can't not do that shit myself. 20 longs are okay. I like the 30s, the 30 longs. They're, I think, 3 feet long, 3 or 4 feet long. I don't know. They're really long. I love it. Make nice little river biotope tanks. Yeah, all those tanks in the quarantine room are all on the 2 racks. Those are all 60 breeders. Oceanic. Had them for a while. I just like the footprint, what I can do with the 75. Tell you what, there was nothing more gorgeous than a monster nano tank. I'm serious. Nanoscape the fuck out of that thing. And then throw in like 50 Phoenix Rasboras or just a shitload of like Blue Eye, Pseudomcgill, or stuff like that. A bunch of Pygmy Corys and just the whole 9 yards. Full nano tank. 75. You're gorgeous. I mean, nothing like having a school. I don't know if you guys have ever seen a giant school of like Phoenix Rasboras, especially of more than 15 or 20. It's fucking rad. Then have other schools of fish and interacting with them. Oh, mm-hmm. Yep. Throw a bunch of shrimp and stuff in there. Yeah, I do too. It's in my bedroom. Got purple Harlequin Rasboras and a shitload of just assorted shrimp. Hundreds of them. Hundreds of them. What a bunch of moss, stem plants. There's several species of moss in that tank. It's pretty fun. Yeah. I don't know. I wholeheartedly disagree with only nano tanks can be fucking 15 gallons or smaller. That's bullshit. That would be really awesome. I want to do that in a set, or I want to do that more so in my 75. I want to go order like 50 Phoenix Rasboras and I don't know, 20 or 30 Galaxy Rasboras and all sorts of stuff like that. Uh, no, I don't think you did. That sounds really, really cool though. I mean, that's what I've always taken it as COC, but I guess most people take it as tank size. It is. It is. So are Endlers, man. Endlers are super seriously underrated. Who knows? Could be. But watch, I'm gonna get somebody jump down my throat because I said nanos go in 2075s. But no. Yeah, they are. I've just been stuck on these Phoenix reservoirs. I got two little ones in here. that are in with my past guys and my pygmy cories. Just two. There's one right here. Tip of my finger. I don't know if you can see them here, but and they are the funniest, quirkiest little thing. The store that I got them from had a fuck ton of them, and I went in and took off for the day and went back to go pick some up the next day, and they had fucking two left. So I just said screw it and bought. There was only two. Yeah, there's like 20 pygmy gories in here at least. There's a bunch of them in there, and there's somewhere hiding around. I haven't seen them in a long time just because how thick that tank is. But centipede knifefish. There's some centipede knifefish in there. Two of them. Forgot to mention. I've never seen them though. Yeah, that's one of my favorite tanks that I have, even out of those super high tech Planet tanks. I'm super picky about my cories. Um, I like the pygmies, but besides that, if it's anything that anybody that has been talking about in the last 5 years, I don't give a shit. Stare bys or Malini's or I don't give a rat's ass. Drives me nuts. So many goddamn quarries. Show me something new. Rain or Trophy. Jumping in right as we're about to be hopping off here, if I'm being honest. Just to let you know. Yeah, centipede knifefish. Pull up a thing about them here. They're my favorite or knifefish species by far. By far. And they're super pretty. They like to hide down in like leaf litter and stuff. They come from the Amazon basin. Yeah, this is what they look like when they're full grown. And they're not all that. They're really not all that expensive. Super cool. Really skittish, sensitive fish. They don't like being fucked with. They a lot like a lot of your other knife fish. They use electrical impulses to detect the area environment around them. So they feel as soon as you stick your hand in a tank, and they'll run and hide. I've been working with mine for years. I have a bigger one at the shop that I've been working with for the last like 2 years, and he's like, I can't get him to warm up at all. Very timid. Super pretty though. Um, well, they don't always look like, but like this guy here, see how he's got like these little marks on the underside of him where his fin is. The real nice ones, the real high quality ones, are going to have these really predominantly shown going all the way down, and that's why they're called centipede knifefish, because when they're moving that bottom fin or waving that bottom fin, it looks like little legs moving. It's really cool. They do not like fast flowing water at all. Yeah, they're pretty rad. The ones that are in that tank are maybe about this big. They'll get about like that, but they stay really. You can keep them in at 29 their whole life, really, if you wanted to. Ain't gonna bother them. Keep mine, it's 60 or 65, I think. whatever the fuck you want to call it. They'll get the biggest one I've seen is about 6, 7, maybe 8 inches. But like I said, they stay really, really thin, flat. They like to hide and lay down on the leaf or in leaf litter and stuff like that. These sooty bottoms. Yeah, this shouldn't be more than $60 at the very most, depending on where you're at. Don't let them fool you. Pretty soon I'm going to be getting into a lot of species spotlight stuff that I keep and that I'm interested in, really. Stuff that everybody might not know about. Nah. I've kept the one at the shop I kept in a 29 all damn near most of its life until I recently moved it into that 65. That's just because I had to move it to make room for other stuff. Or else I would have kept them in there. They do just fine. They get freaked out when there's too much space. I've noticed you won't ever see them at all. They just fucking hide all the time. They're super nocturnal. They don't get all that big. Can't be a big fat chonk and hide in some leaves. You know what I mean? All right, guys. I think we're gonna go ahead and call it. I appreciate everybody coming and hanging out. Looks like we're still riding about 14, 15 people. I appreciate it. Let me know how the stream was. The replay crew. I know I've had a lot of people catching the replay lately. I appreciate it. And if you could hit the like and subscribe, if I've piqued your interest enough. Like I said, the next stream is going to be Thursday at about 2:30, and yeah, we'll go from there. Everybody have a good night, and I will see you Thursday.